You're a big Star Wars guy, Bill. You're big in the Star Wars community right now. I read a quote that you had, this is a while back, I think you called Star Wars a cheesy self-help book put in outer space with Muppets.
Put in outer space, yeah.
Yeah, that was. So
I absolutely did.
Then you got a job working for Star Wars, and you're like, I retract all that. I'm going to cash your checks happily.
That's not anything that happened.
Okay, so you're on the Mandalorian.
Being a negative Nelly today, aren't you? More so than usual.
You're on the Mandalorian, Bill.
COVID.
I heard that you spiked Baby Yoda. Is that true?
I think you heard a lot of things. I can tell you what happened. You can keep fucking fishing.
Yeah.
This is what happened. I saw a bunch of people enjoying something, and as a comedian, that's just the layup. So I was forever making fun of people, 30-year-old people going down to a movie theater, dressing like Chewbacca and all that shit. So, you know, if you listen to my podcast, I recently went off on painters, people who paint their house, how bad they are at their job. If there's literally a toddler in the room, they'll just fucking paint everything. They have no pride in their fucking job. And the amount of shit that I got, it's how I build my podcast. And this last week I talked about people that go to the beach, that they're just inherently not smart people. And it's good for our population that these are the test people. We set off the atom bomb. Let's have them walk towards it. We can afford to lose these people. So with the Star Wars thing, that's kind of what I was doing. And also I liked the second one, but the other ones, by the time I fucking saw them, I was like 14, 15. I was too busy, obsessing over the fact that I knew I wasn't going to get laid for a long time to give a shit about, the Muppets in space. So fast forward, I don't know how many, 40 fucking years, 35 years, I was at a birthday party for a buddy of mine who knew Jon Favreau. And John was there. He said, hey, man, I'm taking over. I'm doing the Mandalorian thing. I'm taking over this aspect of Star Wars. There's a part in there that we're writing for you. Do you want to do it? And I was like, dude, I got to be honest with you, man. I've been trashing Star Wars for a long fucking time. I don't know about this. And then he goes, I know. I listened to your podcast. I think that would be funny. I think your fans would get a kick out of it if you went in there. So I was like, really? My wife was with me. She goes, Bill, do it. I said, all right, so I'll do it. Now, here's the thing. Had I known his Star Wars was going to look the way it looked, I would have been calling him to get into it, because I didn't know he was going to do this whole spaghetti Western bounty hunter looking thing. And I do have to be honest with you. The first time I went in, the first day, right? I went in and we were rehearsing the scene on the spaceship. And one actress had like all this purple with tentacles on. Somebody else looked like Hellboy. Clancy looked like Hellboy. Brendan was dressed like Boba Fett, and they're all talking and shit. And like, when you're in the room and like only you find something funny, so you can't laugh. They were just sort of saying all this space shit to each other, and I kind of had to look down for a second and like regroup. Like, for half a second I was like, I'm on fucking Fraggle Rock. What am I doing here? But then they said action, and they were all so good. I was getting smoked, and after like 3 takes, it was weird. You just forget that you're all wearing these silly get-ups, and then you're just shooting the shit about politics or sports. Talking to somebody with like, tentacles coming out of their heads about the Super Bowl and how you think it's fixed. It's really like a weird thing. But fortunately, I somehow got into the thing. Yeah. Okay. So I do feel guilty about it because there's so many super fans who should be in it. However, this was a makeup for a buddy of mine, Joe DeRosa, who could give a fuck about sports. And I remember like 10 years ago, he came up to me and, he's always squinting, right? He was just like, yeah, Bill, I was in a bar the other night and I had drinks with this guy who was somehow connected with the Yankees. I forget his name. It was, and I was immediately looking at him like, you got to be shitting me. And it was like Joe Terry. And I was like, Joe Torre? He's like, yeah, that was the guy. I go, you had fucking drinks with Joe Torre? And he was like, yeah. He's like, is he a big guy in the air? And I had to walk away. Yeah. So I ended up calling him.
Rub it in a little bit. Yeah. Hank was actually the one.
No, I waited. I got to meet George Lucas.
There you go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I called him up and I said, hey, Joe, I go, it's pretty much known that you hate my guts. And he goes, oh, absolutely. Front page news, right? We're always breaking balls. So I go, I got a little story for you. I think it's going to make you hate me more. And he goes, oh, fuck. He goes, does this have to do with Star Wars? And I said, Joe, did I ever tell you about the time I met George Lucas? And he goes, you motherfucker. And I said, Joe, I'm living your dream. Go fuck yourself. And I hung up on him.
Oh, fuck yes.